What's up, guys? I wanted to talk about the current state of GTA 5M and why it's getting harder and harder to find a good server to try on there. Lately, I find myself browsing FiveM selection with nothing to choose from, and I think that ultimately is due to the fact that there are a ton of servers on there right now. There are currently over 30,000 active servers, and I even asked ChatGPT how many players does GTA 5M have, and this is what I got. It's reached a peak of over 250,000 players. That's crazy. So when you have so many options, you're bound to get a lot of crap as well. Kind of like YouTube, you know, you have so many options of content creators that you don't really know which one to pick. It's no doubt that GTA 5M has extended the life of GTA 5, making it popular again. Yeah, you have GTA Online, and the mods. But GTRP has no doubt made GTA 5 relevant after all these years. But with that said comes a lot of issues as well. I call this the dark side of GTRP. There's a whole lot of issues that I want to talk about, starting from the different type of servers, the application process, the in-game jobs, the money that you might spend in the game, and even the player base and how toxic it can be.
This joined out of nowhere, bro. I'm over here talking to this nigga here, bro, and this just wants to be a part of some shit, bro.
Back chat is big.
Yo, it ain't worth it, bro. Oh my god. And hopefully after this video, you're a little bit more knowledgeable about GTRP and some of the issues that you can avoid when deciding what server you want to play. Let's break this down. There are two types of servers, okay? There's whitelisted, aka hardcore, and then you have non-whitelisted. Juniors. Most people gravitate towards the serious server because the gameplay might be a little better. Heck, you might even catch your favorite streamer playing.
No, yeah. I'm happy for that, but I've seen some of these documentaries. I ain't believe none of that. Hey, the game government ain't no getting no one in the best sample. No, give my.
First, let's talk about the servers. But wait, hold up. Before you even get access into a serious server, that's right, you have to apply for it. And I mean a legit freaking job application on why you and your character would make a great addition to the server. And then hold up, wait, there's more. It takes several weeks before you even hear back from them. Also, some of these applications might not be free, some might cost like $10 to $20, and there is a fee to move your application to the front of the line because there's actually a ton of people applying for the servers. Some of these servers have hundreds and thousands of applications, so if you pay a fee of like $20, $30, $40, you actually get moved to the front of the line. And guys, this is what I'm talking about. This is XRP, which is a serious server. It won't even let you apply without purchasing a pass, which is like $10, and then you can pay $15 to get like automatically approved. That's crazy. So if you pay $10, you might not even get approved at all. And this is another server that I play in. It's called Purple RP. They're not even taking any applications. The only way to get your application looked at is if you buy the expedited pass. 7 days to get it looked at is $25. 72 hours is $35, and if you get your application looked at in 24 hours, it's almost $50. And that's not even a guarantee. You can still get denied. Because I learned the hard way. It took me 4 weeks to hear back from Purple RP and 3 weeks to hear anything from a server called Ignite RP. And some of these server owners know that people are eager to play their servers, so they know that they can make a profit by moving you to the front of the line, which I think can be a little predatory. Now, of course, you don't have to pay the fee, right? You don't have to pay or play these serious servers. You can always have endless options of the non-serious servers. But good luck getting any roleplay in those, okay? Because if you get dropped off, it's like you're getting dropped off in the middle of Fallujah. Bro, this shit is chaotic.
You're a dummy. You're a dummy.
Who's a dummy? Seriously, these non-serious servers can be so bad that you're going to be jumping from server to server all night trying to find the right one. You might as well name your character Goldilocks. Depending on the server, sometimes if you die, and if paramedics don't revive you, you're gone for good. That's it, it's done. That means that you don't get to spawn back, and if you make a new character, you have to forget all the memories, all the friends that you made, because technically this new character is not supposed to remember your old character. And nothing is more annoying than spending 30 to 40 minutes downloading all the assets, creating a character, getting out of the airport into the city, only to realize that the server is dog shit, because now you have to do it all over again when you try a new city. Also, the free servers sometimes tend to be a little pay to win, which means that you have to kind of spend real money to get a leg up in the game with weapons, cars, and even jobs. Not all the free servers are pay to win, but most are. Now, the shitty part is you can spend hours working a job to make money. And I mean, we've all grinded for hours and hours as a garbage man, right? Right? God damn it, I hate this fucking game. I don't know why I keep doing this shit. Oh yeah, keep in mind that most servers have their own set of rules. Some of the rules might be the same, like no randomly killing each other, no running people over randomly, but some rules might be specific to that server, which means that if you're jumping around from server to server, you better memorize those rules, because if you don't, that's it, you're done, you get kicked out and banished, and never to be seen again into the great beyond. Now, most cities have a ton of different jobs, or you can deal some of that bad stuff, you know? However, it takes a long time of grinding these things out to actually make any decent amount of money. You can be in the game for hours and hours until you see like some big amount of money. And some jobs will require you to actually work shifts depending on the city. If you want to become a paramedic or a cop, those type of positions, you'll actually have to work weekly shifts. This causes people to have an unhealthy obsession with the RP experience. This is actually one of the reasons why I've never held like the role of police, EMS, lawyer, DOJ, those type of things, because they actually expect you to clock in and work a shift like it's real life or something. I played as a gang member one time on New Leaf RP, which is a server owned by Furious Fade, and it's like a gang roleplay server where like everyone's like a, you know, it mostly focuses on like gang RP, and I actually had to clock in 4 to 8 hours of gameplay a week for like a small gang that I was in. I also had to take like screenshots and make a story of my character, and I had to update it every week. It was so freaking stressful. I ended up quitting. It was ridiculous. And it's not just the serious servers. You can play the non-serious ones as well and be grinding for hours and hours working and just have a random 12-year-old come up to you and straight up rob you, or better yet kill you and just take all your shit. And it's not a serious server, so like who are you going to complain to? The amount of time that goes into all of this is freaking nuts. Now, I know what you're saying. I'm not paying no money in a game, I'll just grind it out. You have to understand that a lot of these FiveM servers cost a lot of money to run. A lot of the owners, they're paying these monthly fees, so they need to get their money back somehow. Like I mentioned earlier, some serious servers cost money to apply to them, and some have in-store products like care packages, loot boxes, other items that can be deemed predatory, especially for younger players. They make grinding in the game a little harder so that you're tempted to buy in-game cash with your hard-earned money, or for some of you, with your parents' money. These servers take thousands and thousands of dollars to run a month, which is why you sometimes see them closing up only a few months after they open their doors. You can also pay money to buy buildings, to buy a business, weapons, cars, and even custom characters and models. Basically, if you have more real money, you're going to have a better experience in the game. And again, a lot of these servers are geared that way because they need to make money. They need to be able to pay these fees to FiveM so that they can run these servers. And this is one of the servers that I'm going to look at, Trap RP. So these are some of the examples that I'm talking about. So to buy in-game money, you can spend $11, $22, anywhere to up to $54 for in-game money. Let's see how much money you get. So you end up getting $125 million, so you'll be a millionaire if you buy this. Weapons also cost a lot of money, $50 for a pack, $72, $120, $180. And here's another one, the Streets of Chirac. This one, you can pay money to have your own business, almost $500 to run the mechanic shop. That is freaking crazy. You can get scammer jobs, $150. They have starter packs ranging from $35, $60, $100, $300 for the platinum starter pack. Depending on the player base of the city, it's going to dictate the gameplay. If you play a more serious server like NoPixel, Purple RP, Prodigy, Echo, everyone is going to stay in character at all times, and usually someone's going to be streaming the game. That means that if you're playing and somehow get stuck, or your game crashes, or you do something crazy, you got to keep the roleplay going because you can't break character, so you got to think quick on your feet.
You know how to use the Winmo app?
Oh shit. That's alright, I didn't drink any water. Oh.
You good?
Yeah. Sometimes I have like muscle spasm.
You know how to use the Venmo app?
Yeah, you need to smoke cigarettes or vape.
And if you don't think quick and you can't make up excuses on a whim, you get nervous when you're put in the spotlight, well, good luck, man, because you risk getting banned from the server. On the other side, if you join a gang roleplay server like Grizzly World, New Leaf RP, or the million Chicago-based servers that you have, you might not get serious RP. Instead, you'll get spammed the N-word by 12-year-olds over and over right before they rob you and assassinate you for your money, your hard-earned money. And yes, this has happened to me many times. The gang servers are fun, but some of the players can be toxic on there. It's the people that are constantly coming up to you, asking you where you're from, robbing you, or just straight killing you. Absolutely no roleplay whatsoever. But, you know, that's what a lot of the players on these servers do because they see it on YouTube, they make videos on it. It kind of gets annoying if you play these servers, really. And then you have players like me who just want to chill and have a good time. We're what people would call civilians in the game. We just do the basic jobs, we explore the city without trying to invest too much time or too much money. Now, people like us, the truth is, you won't advance far in the servers. You won't advance far in these cities because most servers reward hours spent in there, which is fair, you know, because that's like with any game. The more you grind, the more, you know, you should be rewarded, and that's true. But you won't make it far, and if you casually play here and there, it's important to have this expectation going forward. And when you play the non-serious servers, most people, reality is they won't like really stop and help you. They either just keep driving away or they don't want to interact with you at all, unless they're like robbing you or doing something silly like that. It's more the serious servers where you'll actually get a real conversation from people. Now, the crappy thing about all of this is you won't realize what kind of players are in the city until you've already spent like an hour or two. Because remember, you gotta like I mentioned earlier, you gotta download all the assets, you gotta make your character, and then you gotta drive your ass to the city. And it kind of sucks, man, because by the time you realize that a server is not good, you've already invested so much time. And now you got to do it again and again until you find the right one. And yeah, I get it. I know the RP is supposed to be gang RP, but some of this shit gets so freaking toxic, I swear. Like, sometimes you can't even get a word in before you get cussed out. It gets so ridiculous.
These basics, bro. Like, bro,
Big crib.
this joined out of nowhere, bro. I'm over here talking to this nigga here, bro, and this just wants to be a part of some shit,
My
bro.
back chat is big crib.
Yo, it ain't worth it, bro. Oh my god. And the last topic that could be a positive or a negative, depending on how you look at it, is the relationships that you make. When you play RP, you're going to meet a ton of people in the servers. You meet people every single day that you play this. And if you play often like me, well, you form relationship and bonds with people that you don't really know. Sometimes you can form relationships with people that you might think are friends, or you see them for weeks, even for months. You play with these people for a long time, and then bam, you don't hear from them anymore. Either because they stopped playing, they got banned, or they just left the server altogether, which kind of sucks because you put a lot of effort into these friendships that you make on the game, right? And that opens a whole nother slew of problems with parasocial relationships. And yeah, it's a game, I get it, right? Maybe it's not so deep the way that I'm looking at it, but that shit gets exhausting because every single time you got to make the same conversations. When you're trying to make new friends, it's the same thing. And when you play a lot of cities like me, when you try different servers, oh my goodness, you got to say the same shit over again. I can't even remember how many times I've said, oh, I just flew into the city. Oh my god, if I have to if I have to say that one more fucking time, I swear I'm gonna lose my shit. I think GTA RP currently in its current state is split into 3 different categories. You have the good normal RP with like police, medics, civilians, and then you have GTA Gang RP, which I think exploded GTA FiveM in popularity on YouTube with like the shorts and like the fun and gang videos. I think that helped it give it a new boom in like 2021. And lastly, you have the more like scripted GTRP, like I became a hitman for 24 hours, I survived Compton for 24 hours in GTRP, I became an assassin, I gained herpes in GTRP, you know, those kind of videos. Now, I think that GTA RP is still really fun. I think it's still fresh, depending on what city and server that you try, you got to keep it engaging. You know, you get the most of what you make, right? But I've been playing for over a year, and I know what to expect now. And I know that a lot of people see these videos online and they try RP for themselves without knowing the downsides of GTA RP, but honestly, these are just common issues that a lot of cities have. It's kind of shitty, you know, because it's like a fun experience, but I think that currently there's still a lot of issues with it. I think that some of these servers do have really toxic fan bases. I do think that a lot of the servers are also pay to win, so you're going to spend some money, or at least they're going to expect you to spend some money. And if you don't spend any money, like we said, you ain't going to get very far in the city. But I do think that there's still a lot of good stuff in GTA RP. Anyways, I just wanted to make this video to kind of rant about what I've been seeing that is kind of the downside of GTA RP. I hope that a lot of this stuff kind of gets fixed as we move forward, especially with Grand Theft Auto 6. Hopefully we won't really see a lot of these issues in those servers. I mean, if we even have a FiveM on there, right? But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching my video. And thank you for letting me rant about this because, you know, it's something that I've been seeing for a long time now. It's kind of a video that I've been wanting to make. I just wanted to kind of chat and talk about these problems. So it was pretty cool that I was able to make this video. Anyways, guys, yeah, I won't take up any more of your time. Thank you so much. Please leave a comment, a like, and subscribe if you guys like what I put out. Thank you so much.